Hey there, Ghost fans! Let me tell you an incredible story about the comeback of our favorite paranormal investigators, the Ghostbusters. You know, sometimes life has a funny way of turning things around, and this story is proof of that. Picture this. 14 years ago, the streets of New York City lost their supernatural protectors. The Ghostbusters, those brave souls who kept our city safe from things that go bump in the night, were forced to hang up their proton packs. Why? Well, let's just say some folks got a bit suspicious about their activities. The whole thing came down to one dramatic day in court. Judge Michael Scott, believe it or not, was a huge Ghostbusters fan himself. I mean, who isn't, right? But here's the thing. Being a judge means putting personal feelings aside and following the letter of the law. You could see the conflict in his eyes as he presided over the trial. But here's where it gets good. After what seemed like an eternity of legal battles, evidence presentations, and probably a few ghost stories, something amazing happened. The Ghostbusters won. They finally got their jobs back. It was like watching your favorite underdog sports team clinch the championship. However, victory came with a catch, and it was a big one. Everything they owned, everything that made the Ghostbusters, well, the Ghostbusters, was in complete shambles. The iconic firehouse, a mess. Their equipment, gathering dust. The Ecto won? Let's just say it had seen better days. But did our heroes give up? No way! They rolled up their sleeves and got to work. First on the list was bringing the Ecto 1 back to life. If you've ever tried to restore a classic car, you know it's no small feat. But this wasn't just any car, this was the Ecto 1. Next came the proton packs. These aren't exactly something you can pick up at your local hardware store, you know? Each component had to be carefully restored, tested, and calibrated. One wrong move and, well, let's just say you don't want to cross the streams. The firehouse renovation was a whole other challenge. Getting power restored was like solving a giant puzzle, but they didn't just bring it back to its original state. They made it better. And the Ecto 1? Oh, they didn't just fix it. They turned it into something even more incredible. Picture the classic car you know and love, but with modern monitoring capabilities. Pretty cool, right? But here's the best part. Remember how they were once viewed with suspicion? Now they're not just accepted, they're celebrated. The New York City Police Department actually provides them protection, and the citizens, they can't get enough of their paranormal protectors. It just goes to show you, sometimes you have to hit rock bottom before you can rise again. The Ghostbusters didn't just come back, they came back stronger, better, and more loved than ever. Now, who you gonna call? Well, I think we all know the answer to that one. You know what they say, ain't afraid of no ghost and definitely ain't afraid of no comeback story. The Ghostbusters are back in business and New York City is all the better for it.